Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to another Hangin' with Heine episode. This is the second live one that we have done. Super awesome. Excited to be here. And I know that it's the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. So I know a lot of you are busy, probably out doing things. What a lot of normal people are doing. Our plans, so Steph and I, we did have plans. Every year we go down to a local farm over here, and they have a fireworks show. It's really, really cool. They have this big open area where you can sit out in lawn chairs or blankets. They have food. They have beer and wine, and they have a barbecue going on. And they have ice cream, and it's super fun. We go there every year, and we just kind of hang out and chill, and then the fireworks go off, and we watch the show. Tons of fun. But this year, it's so dry and so hot, they canceled everything. And that happens from time to time, and it makes total sense. You know, you don't want to risk the fire hazard when it's already completely crazy. So our plans fell through. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just do a Hangin' with Heine. We do them on Wednesday nights anyway. Let's keep it rolling. Next week, my cousin Justin is coming into town, so more than likely, I may stream one of the nights, but we're going to spend time together and hang out, so I'm going to be taking some of the nights off, so I figured I might as well make sure to come in here and hit it now. So, hey, Phantom King 5, Hugh Haas 94, thank you for the follows. Andrew, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. And hello to everyone in chat. I got the chat working, as you can see over here. It's finally functioning. It looks all right. So, obviously, Andrew, hello, Phantom Jest, of course. Hi, Noli, the homie Rick, PS1 Freak. That's who I see in the chat right now. I know there's some more people hanging out, but it's good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. So the first live episode we did here was really, really well. It went fantastic. I learned a lot. Got a bunch of great feedback from people. So I'm going to try to implement a lot of things. When I'm talking about video games or something that I can show on YouTube, I have a box that sits up here or over here. It's above my head that I will turn on so all of you can see what I'm talking about or discussing. So that's great feedback there. Obviously, the chat was a big one to fix the chat, so I fixed that. Everything's looking pretty good. And let's see, what else? We have starting the July 1st, so we're a few days into it now, but if you see right above the chat there, we have every month we're going to have a bit goal. I just want to let everyone know about this. It will be for fun, a definite fun experience for the chat. So it will be anything. Really, it's your feedback. I get your feedback on it, and we can make fun events. You know, there's so much we can do. But for this month, we're choosing Jason Plays Skyrim with the help of chat. You guys are going to help me finally, after so many years, play through as much as I can anyway of Skyrim. And with your help, I think I'll be able to get further than the first 20 minutes or half hour that I did before. If you remember, I played it, and I wandered off into the mountains, and I died quickly. I went up into the snow because I wanted to see the snow mountains, and there was like an abominable snowman up there, and he attacked me, and I died, and that was my experience with Skyrim. So, folks, I need help. So that's what we're doing. So we have the bit goal there. If that bit goal is reached, we will do it. So definitely, you can get bits, exclamation bits, actually, in the chat. I can pop this in. Here's all the info about bits. If you need any information on how to get them or what to do to get them, you can watch ads. It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything for them. So that's what's really nice about it. You can if you choose to. It's definitely a Twitch thing. So feel free to do so. But that's our goal. We're going to have monthly goals, okay? Pretty cool. So thanks for your support on that. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I got some music stuff I want to talk about here. Some things that are on my mind. Again, last time we talked about Toys R Us and Toys R Us memories. And this time, I want to talk about some music store memories and things that are going on there. Because something happened this last weekend that kind of slid under the radar. You know, nobody really knew too much about it because, I mean, why would they? Are you buying physical music anymore? A lot of people aren't. So that's difficult. But what happened this weekend? Okay, so two things happened this weekend. First of all, Best Buy quietly stopped selling physical CDs in their stores. They just slowly kind of took them off the shelves and got rid of them all. So they are no longer, as of this last weekend that just happened here, they're no longer selling physical CDs. Now, this is of course, it's sad. This has happened to many, many stores already. In fact, most stores just closed down completely if you were a specific music store. Only reason Best Buy is still around is because they sell more than just CDs. But yeah, that happened, and it's sad. But then again, I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm mad, I'm upset about it, like blah, blah, blah. But when was the last time you bought a physical CD at Best Buy? And you know it was a bad selection at Best Buy anyway. It was top 40, just whatever was popular. So I'm torn, right? I'm torn of like, I'm sad that it's gone because actually the last CD I bought at Best Buy was De La Soul, and that was in 2014, maybe 2015, whenever they released their last independent Anonymous Nobody album. I think that was 2015 maybe. But so yeah, anyway, my point is that like we're not going to Best Buy to buy Katy Perry's new album. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. And they didn't really have a selection anyway. So the question is like if they had a massive selection, would we still be buying them? Well, they would have to be competitive. Again, here we are back with the whole Toys R Us mentality. If they're not going to be competitive there, they're going to lose the business, and then CDs are going to just sit there on the shelves. So it's really tough. It's a tough game to play. And yeah, I'm sad about it. I understand it, but it is kind of sad. So with that being said, though, they did say that they are going to be selling vinyl for the next 2 years. They did say that, and you know, because it's trendy and it's becoming popular again or whatever. Vinyl has always been popular in my house, but anyway, that's just that. Rick just said he just bought a copy of Chronic at Target a week ago. Yeah, exactly. And that was actually my next point. I have some small notes I made over here. You know, where are the places you can buy physical CDs now? Obviously, Walmart and Target. You know, there are some other big box stores that you can buy from. Quick Free said he bought a CD today. See, now that's great. It's fantastic. And you know, I mean, we all love physical media. Always have, always will. I have an immense CD collection. Maybe someday I'll get it out of the garage and show it to you guys. I'm, you know, obviously been collecting for so many years. Yeah, I love physical media. The thing is I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of physical CD and MP3 talk. We can do that for sure, and I probably should do an entire episode on just that. I have so much I can say about that. Is, you know, the CD we're getting, you know, 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz CD quality. That is the CD quality. What did I say? CD quality audio sound. So an MP3 is not going to be that. So you know, you have it's compressed. It's a lossy format. And so we can talk about that down the road, but if we don't have physical CDs, folks, man, like, I know it's convenient, I get it, and I'm happy with MP3s, I love them, but I just think it's sad if there's really no physical stuff going on anymore, you know? Let's get physical, physical. I'm with you, Rick. We need to go half on a CD press, absolutely. Now's the time. So when we're talking about Best Buy, you know, they're pulling CDs, I think that's sad, but I also feel like it's not that great of a loss because they had just top 40 or, you know, the essentials and reruns, repressing, you know, re-releases of stuff, and that's okay. But the fact that it's gone kind of sucks. So, with that, I want to talk about some memories. I want to talk about a few things related to that. As a kid growing up, music was huge in the Heine family. It was always around. My dad always had records and was always playing, records and cassettes and making his own cassettes. My dad was also a DJ, and he's very familiar with that world. It's kind of where I got the bug at a young age to get involved in this sort of thing. So it was always around. It was always music playing. So this is something that is very, very dear to me. We would go all the time to Tower Records. Some of you may or may not even know what Tower Records is or heard of it, but it was one of the largest music chains in America, for sure. And I remember going, this is actually, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I just, side note, I remember we took a trip to California, and we were in San Francisco, and I remember going to Tower Records there. I don't remember what street it was on, but there was a massive Tower Records. It was like a 3 or 4 level story. Maybe Rick, you can help me out with this if you remember where it was or knew where it was, or maybe you can horse hooves keyboard clop in there and try to figure it out. I could too, I guess. But anyway, it was this massive 4 level record store, Tower Records, and it was absolutely amazing. And yeah, so cool. So I just remember being in there and looking at all the music, and they had just rows and rows and rows of CDs. It was just absolutely fantastic. I'll always remember that. But I used to go with my dad all the time to Tower, and we would buy CDs. We would just look around for a few hours, which was tons of fun to do. Tall Gamer, what up? Good to see you. Yes, long time no see. Welcome. And so we would go there, and we would look at CDs and get CDs. And man, there was a moment where they had an almost entire wall full of CD singles. Do any of you remember CD singles? It was a section where they either had paper shells, or they were jewel cases, CDs that you could buy, and they were either B-sides, they were dance mixes, remixes, instrumentals, and maybe even an acapella. That's typically what you get on a CD single. So I would love that, because the CD singles would range anywhere from about 99 cents to about $4.99. So sometimes you'd get a CD single with 1 or 2 songs. It'd be $1, and then you'd get one that had the album version, the radio version, and then 5 or 6 remixes that you could only get on the CD single, and it'd be $5. So it was super awesome, and I would love that. I mean, I love buying CD singles, and I want to talk about one that I have right here. In fact, I want to take us back here to 1996, and there was this band that I heard on MTV late at night. I was up listening to music, and there was a song that came on, and it was called Daft Punk, and it was by a band I never heard of before called Daft Punk. Right here. We all know Daft Punk now today. It's pretty mainstream. If you haven't heard Daft Punk, you need to get out under the rock that you've been living in your whole life. But at the time, I'd never heard of this band, and nobody had heard of this band. And I went to Tower Records the next day, and I'm like, Dad, we have to find the CD. So I went. They didn't actually have their whole album yet, Homework, which wasn't even out yet. This came before their first album, at least in the U.S. I think it came out in Europe earlier, because they're definitely more of an international underground group at that point. But they came out, and this song Daft Punk was on MTV, and I heard it, and I had to have it. Went to Tower Records, couldn't find the CD. I remember even talking to the employees, and I'm like, "Where's this Daft Punk?" And they're like, "Hold on." They had look it up. And here it is. Now, this is the CD single. And what's interesting about this is it includes a remix, and it also includes a non-album track music. And if you look on the back, it has a 10-minute... Is it? Yeah, 10 minutes of funk, Da Funk remix, which is really cool. You can only get that on here, which is really fascinating. And that's why I love CD singles, is because you can get really cool and rare mixes here. Pretty awesome. Yeah, if Grandpappy was around, he would probably be able to talk to you about 8-tracks. I bet you he knows a thing or two about 8-tracks. I got my QT fresh brewed coffee here, folks. Check it out. So anyway, just wanted to mention this, and I wanted to show this because I don't know if a lot of people have ever seen this before, but a really cool Daft Punk Defunct CD single that was released before their first album, Homework. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I believe they said like 10,000 of those were pressed worldwide, so it's very, very limited. Someday I'll have to pull out all of my CDs and talk about my limited run or, very rare or uncommon CDs. I have a ton of really cool CDs and music that is rare and some of it even like way out of press or out of date. So maybe I should do that sometime. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested. Let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna just take a second here, take a look at chat. I'm gonna try to be better at that. A lot of stuff going on here. Let's see. Yeah, Around the World, great song. That's in that song. A lot of people heard Daft Punk for the first time in Around the World, and that was a little bit later. Yeah, Comeback Kitty says, he's just not really a music collector, and I understand that completely. The convenience of having the MP3s and having your entire catalog in there, that's super awesome. And these definitely take up a lot of space, and in bulk are very heavy, no doubt, very heavy. Kaio Show says there was a remix of Water Runs Dry and Boys to Men. That was a cassette single that he couldn't find for years, and finally, recently found it. That's fantastic, and that's amazing. I'm still looking for a good cassette, a good cassette player. Still, if any of you come across a good cassette player out there in the wild, or if you know of some out there, let me know. I think that'd be tons of fun. Cool. So I'm getting some feedback already on that. People said they would love to see that. Pull out some rare, memorable gems from the music collection. Absolutely. Rick, of course, hell yes. Let's see it. Yep. Getting into vinyl. I could do vinyl as well. I do have some really cool and rare vinyl. Good stuff there. Sawa, 250 CDs sitting in the living room. Absolutely. Yep. Lovely. Yeah, that could be a ton of fun. So that's something I'll put together, and we can do at some point. I'll go through the collection. I'll pull out some stuff that's really rare or uncommon. It's amazing, too, because I would go... I don't even know, honestly, it's not that I look up CDs at all or what their value is. I don't even know what this is worth. Maybe nothing at all. But the fact is that, you can't go and find this anymore. Like, it's way out of print, and who knows? Some of the stuff I bought back in the day for dollars, and I've got a whole bunch of like really rare like G-Funk stuff that is just has gone skyrocket. Like, it's insane. Like, what? Even some like No Limit records. I was really into No Limit. I used to buy a lot of No Limit stuff, and some of that stuff is worth like tons of money. Like the Sons of Funk album, I have like 2 or 3 copies of it, and I used to buy it because I liked some of the slow jam stuff from Sons of Funk. I won't go down this road because you guys are like, what are you talking about? But like that CD is like $80 to $100. Like, what? Like there's 4 or 5 maybe good songs on it, and the rest is just crazy. But Frizz Cloud, what up? Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Comeback Kid says likes to collect obscure media. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Andrew asked if I do use Discogs. I do actually. I have an account, and I need to get in there and use it more. I have basically like a wish list of stuff. It's kind of how I keep track of my wish list and stuff. But I know my homie Rick, who's in the chat here, he put me onto that. So super cool there. Koyoshi said if I want a good tape player, interesting way to get one was buying an old Yamaha 4-track tape recorder meant for home studios. And yeah, definitely. Nice. Wow, you got a Goodwill for $2? Wow. Even our Goodwills don't have gear like that for $2. Man, usually it's super expensive. Actually, oh man, I wish I could get it. It's in my studio. I bought something thinking, oh, I might get lucky and get a cool tape player. Rick, I wanted to show it to you. I wanted to give it to you because hopefully, if you wanted it, you can fix it. And if you can fix it, you can have it. You know, but it's a Marantz cassette player, tape player. Has multiple speeds. It has a line in. It has a speaker out. It has a phone line in. It has different speeds and pitches. I actually wanted to try to use it to make some vaporwave stuff, but it doesn't actually work. I just think the rubber bands may be broken inside the cassette player. But anyway, I got a bunch of stuff for you, Rick. So down the road when we get together, can take a look at it. So yeah, music, Tower Records, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, all these stores. You know, they have their stuff in there, but it's kind of sad to see it go. I still love physical media, that's for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Thanks for the great tips and memories there, you guys. It's in the garage. What I really wanted, I went into my studio and I pulled probably the coolest CD that I had in there at the time. I wanted to show you my first CD I ever bought. I remember it clearly. I remember going to Tower Records with my dad. I remember walking to the store, and I remember going and getting the CD, and I have it, and I wanted my original CD, and I wanted to show you guys, but it's in the garage. It's buried, so I didn't want to go out there dig in the 100-degree heat to try to get it. But we will. We'll do a CD episode. How about that? I think it'll be a great idea. Great idea. Okay. Sawa says her brother handmade a CD rack out of wood when he was 13. Nice. Nice. Wow, 250 CDs, though. That's a lot for a custom-made rack. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So thanks for all the memories there, you guys. Thanks for participating. One thing I will mention, I might as well, since we got some people showing up here, which is more than I anticipated. So thanks for hanging out, you guys. That's great. I'm glad to see you. If you want to go, I can answer some questions in Discord at the end of this, which is what we usually do. Questions in the Discord. I will pop this in. Boom. There's the Discord. So basically, click that link, join in our Twitch Discord, and on the left-hand side of the screen, there is a tab that says Twitch Live Questions. Click on that, and then ask a question in there, and I will get to it at the end of the show. If we have some, I'll do it. If not, no biggie. Okay? Now, let's continue on. Let me look at my notes. I have some things I want to talk about. And I'm sorry, but I may rant a little bit at some topics later on. Steph and I we had a doozer. We had a doozer. We tried to eat something. We had a doozer. But we'll get into that. Talked about Daft Punk. Did that. Pretty cool. Okay, next thing. So there's something really cool and exciting that Steph and I have done. We have joined the gym. Finally, we've got back into the gym, which is great. Been wanting to do it for a long time. And we joined the gym, and it's 24 hours, which is great because that works for our schedules. So we can go there anytime, and we did a few days ago. We went for the first time. They just opened up. It is brand spanking new. It's so awesome. That is a huge plus, man, to have a brand new gym, like clean equipment, a clean place, like totally awesome. So really excited for that. Man, let me tell you something. I'm just happy because I still have abs in there somewhere. They're buried, but they're in there, and they are a little sore. I worked them a little hard, and that's okay. That's what I want to do. But, we're doing some upper body. We're doing some working. We did some running, I was walking, but, hey, it's okay. Doing some abs and some biceps and stuff, and, man, it felt good. It felt good to get back into it. So, that's what I want to say is, we're making an attempt here for as hard as we can to clean up the diet as much as possible. I got a huge water here. I'm drinking so much water every day. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's as big as a damn screen. All right, I'm drinking my QT water. And we're trying to eat cleaner, but we're getting into the gym. We're trying to work out and just, better our health. So we're excited to do that. But yeah, I wanted to say that my abs hurt like hell. I'm so sore. Even today, I'm like laying there. I'm like, Steph. She's like, what? I'm like, please help me get out of bed. Like a little baby. So she pulls me up. Man, that's the way to get out of bed. Just have someone pull your hands and pull you straight up. Man, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, Lisa says she passes the gym every day. That's as close as she gets. Absolutely, yeah. I get it. I get it. Okay. Where are we on to next here? Oh, the punchline to this. I bring this up because, okay, so we finish our workout and we're there for like 2 hours, right? And we're on our way out and we see there's 2 employees there. One, there's a girl at the front counter and there's this guy walking around who's like cleaning and vacuuming and just tidying up, right? He comes walking by us with like 10 empty pizza boxes, right? And he was like, there's a lot of pizza left over there, if you guys want it, and I'm just like, oh, haha. I thought he was kind of joking at first, And I look at Steph, and of course, her eyes light up, my eyes light up. We love pizza, And so on our way out, they have a bunch of pizza left over. And the girl's like, do you want some? It's less I have to throw out. And we're like, I told the girl, I was like, we're here in the gym because we like pizza so much. Like, yes, of course we want the pizza. We're not going to say no. So here we go to the gym, right? Now, this is just totally typical us. We go to the gym. We work out for 2 hours. It's great. We're sweating. We're having a great time. We're feeling good. On the way out, she gives us a whole freaking Papa John's pizza. And we come home and we just fat-ass the whole pizza. It's just so good. So good. Man, it felt great. Sheriff Willie, what kind of shit is on your workout playlist? He has lots of Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, and Slipknot. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even have my phone or anything on me at the time. I was just doing it straight OG. Just straight plug into the machine, and the TVs were on. I was watching some of the TV as we were walking there, but I haven't put it together yet. So, but I definitely am probably going to put a lot of, for sure upbeat stuff, maybe some like dance, maybe some dubstep type stuff, maybe some Rage Against the Machine, some super heavy stuff, maybe some Seven Dust. So now I'm starting to think about it. Yeah, could be really cool. I'll throw some video game stuff in there too. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff I could throw in there on that. That's a great question. It's a great question and great thought there. So yeah. Nice. Thank you, Phantom King. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, you know what? It's just if we go together, we stay motivated, and any little bit helps. As long as we're moving around and we're exercising a bit and we're eating better. That's all you can do, man. I'm not trying to put a whole bunch of shit on top of it. I'm just trying to just be better. That's all. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I'm not addicted to alcohol. I don't have all of these addictions. Like my addiction is art and food, and technology, right? So like that is my happy place. Like when I'm eating and I love to eat. I feel like I love food, so that's just where I'm at, right? So as long as I can try to keep that under control and try some portions, I'm not going to try to do all this crazy shit with it. I'm going to just try to do better for my health. And so is Steph. So that's where we're at. Okay. Yeah, right. Sheriff Willie, exactly. And Steph and I talked about that as we were driving to the gym. And I told her before we went, I go, "Are you ready? Like, let's do this. Let's get in the car. It's 11:30 at night. Let's get to the gym at midnight and work out and do this." And the hardest part was just getting our workout clothes on, getting our water bottles, get everything and just getting the gym bag. Steph's packing a gym bag, and we went. And after we went, we're like, "Dude, we went, and it's great." So. That first step, and that goes with anything in life, really, whether it be, you know, a performance or a job interview or, you know, some sort of life event or anything, you know, just that first step. Just be motivated, be strong, you know, understand that you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Anything, you just jump in and go for it head first. And the worst that could happen is you fail, which isn't bad at all. And you did something, and you actually made that first step, which is huge. So, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to continue on. Let me just continue. Chat is going, you guys. Rick, yeah, you can have your Del Taco iced coffee. Brucey, what up? Hey, thanks for the follow. I don't know if you can hear the fireworks going off in the background. Casico, what up? Hey, we're still talking about Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Still talking about it. I may or may not be there this year. I don't know. I don't know just yet. Depends on my schedule and my funds. Try to get there. Okay. But, you know, I would love to be there. You know, I'm there. I've been there every year since, like, what, 2010, I think? So, okay. Now, speaking of food, I want to talk about something, and I may get a little triggered, slightly triggered. Like, okay, so we went to Jimmy John's, and I have a few things to say about it. Like, remember when you were a kid and your mom or your dad or your grandma or your grandpa, whoever, they'd make you your lunch. What would they make you? What would they make you? They would make you the easiest and cheapest type of food, right? It was a sandwich. It was a sandwich. And, yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Exactly. You're right. Mac and cheese. Cheese and pasta. Yeah. Yeah. Tuna fish. We had tuna fish sandwiches too. Ham and cheese. What are all of these, folks? What are all of these? They're sandwiches. So, my question is, how in the fuck did sandwiches get so expensive all of a sudden? What is going on? What is happening to this world? Why are they so expensive? I'm like, damn, 2 medium sub sandwiches is like $22? Like, what the hell's going on? I know there's probably a bunch of smarter people in the world that can explain all of the reasons why, but I'm looking at it as a big picture. The big picture here, it's a fucking sub sandwich. It's bread and it's vegetables and meat and cheese, right? I mean, like, okay, so it's getting a little out of hand. Even going to Subway, which I don't think Subway has the best sandwiches in the world, but even Subway is kind of expensive. And I'm like, what is going on? So, here's what happened. Here's what happened. We order online. And this is frustrating because it's super easy online. Like, you order online, like you put in what you want, and it's clearly spelled out, right? And then you hit submit, and then they get it, and it shows the same thing, right? Yeah, I see everyone talking about Subway, too. They're like, yeah, exactly, right? It's like, what, $13? It's crazy. So anyway, we order online on our phone, and we submit it, and it sends over, and it's like $22, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I originally put like a large sub. I'm like, oh, it says like half or whole, right? So I'm like, well, I'll just do the whole, you know, I want the whole sub. The whole sub, just by itself, was like 15 and change, and I'm like, or was it 18? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. 15 or 18 is still really expensive. I'm like, damn, that's nuts. You know, I'm not made of money. This shit is crazy. So I got just the half sub, right? Half sub. And we submit it. It's $22. I'm like, damn, okay, well, you know, we do this once a week. It's okay. You know, not a big deal. Shrek Maniac, what up? Thanks for the follow. So I go pick it up. I get in the car, would drive there, and I pick it up. And there's nobody in there. They're completely dead. And I'm getting my sub, you know. I'm like, yeah, I got a mobile order. Stephanie did it through her phone, so I'm like, mobile order for Stephanie, just here to pick up. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm making it right now. It's almost done. I'm like, great, sounds good. So anyway, got it, picked it up, went home. And of course, we open them up, and the order's wrong, first of all. So, like, we both don't have our tomatoes on there. Steph didn't get her sprouts. She paid for, like, guacamole, and there was, like, no guacamole on it. Like, it was just all wrong, you know? And we're frustrated, right? Because, for one, I feel like it's a super premium. Like, wow, we just paid, like, a lot for this sub sandwich. And I'm mad because I'm like, it's a freaking sub sandwich. You know? I'm like, dude, not that I condone eating at McDonald's because it's terrible, but I love a good shitty meal once in a while. Like, I can go to shitty McDonald's and get a terrible burger and fries for like $4 or $5, and at least I'm satisfied. Like, we ate. Yeah, I mean, I'll be visiting the toilet later, but I mean, we ate the sub, and we both were like, we're not satisfied at all. Like, it was terrible. So my thing is, so I'm ranting a little bit. So here it is. So I'm upset because it's expensive, and I'm upset because it's wrong, and then I'm upset even more because. And Steph was like, she's like, you're really mad about this. I'm like, yeah, in fact, I am. I am really mad at this. Here's the thing. I grew up in Oregon, all right? And in Oregon, I ate one type of cheese, and that's Tillamook cheese, always. It's from our land, all right? That's just where it comes from. It comes from Tillamook, the coast. The Tillamook coast, and we would visit their plant, and we'd eat their cheese and their ice cream, and it's like it's a household thing. So that's just me personally. So most places have cheese. I'm not saying every sub place needs to have Tillamook. They don't, and they won't. It's way too expensive. But at least have multiple types of cheese. It's like all they have is provolone. Where's the cheddar? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm actually ranting about this right now. I'm actually upset. And I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. Put provolone on it. That's cool. You know? Whatever. So I'm mad about that. And then the whole nail in the coffin for me with this is this. Yeah, shout out to Tillamook. Get at me. Born and raised Tillamook. All right? Where you at? Send me some bricks, brah. Then the last thing that pisses me off, all right, which is enough to just, like, I don't enjoy mayo. All right? That's just me. That's okay. And I don't like mayo on my subs. I like mustard. Not really like Dijon mustard or spicy mustard. Sometimes spicy mustard. I like just good old fucking fashioned regular yellow mustard. French's, whatever. All right? Just regular mustard. Guess where you can't get mustard? Just regular yellow mustard. Guess where you can't get mustard? Take a wild guess. Jimmy John's. Why can't you get yellow mustard? Here's my don't worry, I'm not going to spend any more time on this. Like, I'm already pissed. But I'm going to end this with Jimmy John's, you need to get your shit together, first of all. And not only that, like, the portions. I got turkey, and it's like a slice of turkey. Like, what? The sub is like it's crazy. Like, come on now. We gotta get your shit together here. You gotta get it right. You gotta get your cheddar. You gotta get your yellow mustard. You gotta get some selection. Here's my point. Hi. Nice to meet you. I make sub sandwiches. What do you want on your sub? And if I'm Jason Heine, I'm like, I like turkey and cheddar. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have cheddar. Okay, I guess I have to settle. Can I just get, do you want mayo on that? No, I just want yellow mustard. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have yellow mustard. You're leaving money on the table. It's just my point. We're just leaving money on the table. So if you're going to go out, just be cautious, all right? Jimmy John's, we had your food. We weren't very impressed, and that's just the way it is. Okay. Moving on. That rant lasted way too long. Hey, so I'm going to do a couple of things. Talk about some... actually, I was going to talk about some games I've been playing recently, but folks, I've been basically playing Crew 2 since we talked last time. I haven't really played anything new yet. So I'm going to put it back to you guys. Is there anything that you guys have been playing recently that we should all know about? And I put it out there because, one, I think GOG and also Steam, they're all doing their summer sales right now for a little while longer. So are there any games in the summer sale or gaming land that you think anyone should be playing with and getting into? Oh, and just one side thing too, just talking about the subs, man. What's up with Subway? They got rid of their sugar cookies. They never have sugar cookies. And I know this for a fact because I know they're Otis Spunkmeyer because I had somebody who told me and showed me the bag. Yeah, they're Otis Spunkmeyer. And so I'm like, okay, great. Thank you for that at least. So I went to Otis Spunkmeyer's website and I wrote them. I actually wrote them. I'm like, I am here wanting to give you my money, my hard-earned money for your cookies. Like, they said, no, we don't sell them to the public. We only sell them to Subway. And Subway's their franchise. So the franchisees, they choose if they want to take those cookies and use them or not. They usually will do chocolate chip or oatmeal or whatever. They can choose. But I'm like, dude, again, Otis Spunkmeyer, you're leaving money on the table. I want to give you my money for your cookies, but you won't sell them to me. Get your shit together, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. I'm sorry. You know, I will rage. I will rage on some stuff there. You know, when this is going south, man, I'll tell you, it's out of control. Yeah, and all right, Subway has great cookies. Yeah, we love their cookies. They're so good. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, getting back to games, are there any games that you have purchased on the Steam sale or have been playing that are on sale, or just in general? You have some games that you thought everyone should take a look at. I think it'd be, what was the game? Steph's she just gifted me a game. What was that game? Speak and Nobody Dies or something like that. She said it's like a co-op, 2-player kind of fun, disarming bomb type game. I'm going to take a look at it. We may even, yeah, she did show me Genital Jousting too. It's definitely, it's on Steam. I'm just saying, it is there. It is a real game. No, but I'm going to take a look at that game, and when Justin is here next week, we may stream it, we may play it. So it could be fun. Yeah, keep talking and no one blows up. Comeback Kid says there is a cool-looking Jet Moto Hydro Thunder style game on Switch that was on sale. Riptide GP. Oh, yeah. I actually, Comeback Kid, that is, Riptide GP is, it's done by the same people who did Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Gosh, what's their, I used to remember their name. What's those developers? Yeah, same people who did that game. They did it for Microsoft, the Hydro Thunder Hurricane, but they don't have the Hydro Thunder license. So that was their new game that came out. I think it came out in like 2012, I want to say, or 2013, something like that. That's cool. It's on Switch. I didn't know about that. I do have it on Steam. Yeah, it was a fun game too. Micro Machines for $5. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's see. Yeah, Keep Talking and No One Explodes is the game that she gifted me, so excited to check that out. Let's see. I think down the road too, we're gonna have a community grandpappy golfs, and that was shout out to Justin who came up with that idea. But I think it'd be tons of fun, tons of fun. All right, what's happening, ladies? What's going on in here? What are you having me read out loud, openly? I don't know what's going on, but I'm nervous. If you two are up to something, you're freaking me out here. Yeah, Omnibus 250. Yeah, I heard of that one. Guts and Glory is fun and funny. Okay, Frizz sounds good. Is that on Steam? I feel like I've heard of that game before. I don't know. I don't remember. Did I light up some ladybugs? No, I don't think so. Is that a firework? Remember how they used to always name fireworks after bugs and things? So funny. You guys remember? Oh man, do you remember the snake firework? It's like a little like dot, like almost looks like a little mini puck, and you light it and it just like grows. It becomes like this like ash looking snake. Do you guys remember that? I used to love those things. So good. Just finished Samus's Return on 3DS. Very good. Very good. Nice. Nice. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. So the Steam sale is happening. I think GOG.com also has a bunch of sales happening. So check it out. You know, you can always add me on Steam if you guys want to talk more about the games or play some games or something. So hook it up. Get that GoldenEye Source. I went and launched that the other day just to make sure it still works, and it does. It's free to play, GoldenEye, redone in the Source engine. It's multiplayer only, tons of fun. We should all get down on that. Maybe I'll do a community game night. And it runs on Source engine, so like any computer built in the last like 15 years can run it. So there's no excuse at all. Pretty good. Very good. Adam, these are all great questions. Which reminds me, folks, I'm gonna go over and answer some of these questions on Discord. So if you haven't got your question in there yet, please feel free to do so. I keep reminding everyone about it and posting this link here because it is new, and we have a lot of new people coming through here. So I will say it again just real quick. So there's a link for the Discord. Click that link, join the Discord, and then on the left-hand side, there's a tab called Twitch Live Questions. And at any time, when I'm live or not, if you think of something you want me to answer or that is on your mind, you want to get my opinion on, you can ask that, and then I will, on Wednesday nights, Hangin with Heine, I will definitely get to those questions. So, but he had a great question there. What is the last game you bought physically for PC? Oh, man. That's a tough question. It's been a long time since I actually bought a physical game, but I think it's going to be actually SWAT 4, the DLC. The Sketchkov Syndicate was their expansion, and I bought that physical later on. It was in more recent years, actually, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, just so I actually had a physical copy of it. So pretty good stuff there. Danielle, what up? I did not get beta access to the new Battlefield. Hello? Why didn't I get invited, man? They need to put General Jason involved in that. You know, I need to get up in there. Need to get in there. Okay. I want to show one more thing, too, before I get into the Discord questions here, and then we'll wrap it up. I want to show you guys something that I picked up I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago at this point. I'm going to do a unboxing and review of this, and there isn't really any of these on YouTube, so this ought to be really fun. A lot of people never heard of it, but when I saw it, I was instantly like, yes, this is absolutely the perfect thing for General Jason, Commander-in-Chief of Squad Long Toe. Are you ready for this? This is the Hyperkin Comrade helmet wireless gaming audio helmet thing. It's a Comrade helmet. Comrade gaming audio helmet, 3 interchangeable helmet covers, detachable boom mic, 3.5 millimeter jack to RCA audio cable connector, Xbox 360 talkback cable, mini USB cable, wireless audio for Wii U, Wii, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Mac. Yeah, you never seen one before. No one on YouTube has this. Nobody has done a review. No one has talked about this. And I saw this, I thought, what in the hell? What in the hell? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I bought it. It's factory sealed, never been opened. I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to try it out. I'm going to wear it. And I think it'd be amazing to sit here and wear while I play games. I can be like the real General Jason, how he was like on the battlefield. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. So be looking forward to that. This will probably happen probably in the next 30 days or so. That's about how far I'm planning out on things. So be on the lookout for that. I paid $25 for that. It looks like it retailed for about $50 when it was being sold by Hyperkin. So I thought, okay, let's give it a shot. Just even the novelty of it, right? Just the novelty. And I think Amazon had a few reviews on it, and people have said it's actually pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to form my own opinion. So, should be cool. Should be really cool. Yeah. You just come in the room, I'm wearing this big-ass helmet, I got my whole fatigue on, my whole army outfit, I'm just like ready to go. What the hell is wrong with this picture? So good. Okay, folks, I'm going to migrate on over into Discord. Let's see if we have just a few here. Let's see. From last time here, I was talking about... Last time I showed my basketball picture, because I played basketball all through my youth up until freshman in high school. And Andy wanted to know what role did I play in basketball. I forgot to answer that last time. Sorry, Andy, I'll give you an eggplant. There's a little eggplant for you and a sunshine. You know, sunshine and bunnies, then I'll give you a little O face there. I played point guard, always point guard. I was kind of scrawny, kind of small, really thin, really not so much lanky, but short and thin, and I could move really quick. So I was always a point guard. I wasn't tall enough to, you know, do any crazy, you know, I wasn't really any good to do any other positions, but I was great point guard. I worked the outside a lot, and I tried to get in there and, you know, try to lay it up if I could every once in a while. But, yeah, that's the role I played, mostly point guard. Okay. So, let's see. Koyosho asks, could you talk about some of your first ever recording setups back in the day? I love hearing about that sort of thing. Also, did anything ever happen with that flat shaded racing game you were doing music for? Yes. I really wanted to play that. It's been years now. It's dead. No. First of all, let me talk about that. It's called Racing Apex, first of all. And two, it is so far from dead, dude. Here's the thing. People don't understand sometimes how long it takes to produce a game, especially if you're wanting to do it to a certain standard and certain quality. We live in a very quick hit world where Jimmy in his bedroom can make an indie game in a week or two, or do a school project, which happens a lot, do a high school project game and push it out, and it becomes the next greatest thing, Goat Simulator, for instance. So we live in that world where it's very, very quick. But when you operate at a different caliber, when you operate under very strict rules for yourself, things take a long time, and sometimes you run into issues. This particular game has not run into any issues at all. It's a very small team. It's a team of like 4 people. All ex-Rockstar employees. You know, they've done work on Burnout Paradise, bunch of other games too. It's fantastic. They know what they're doing. They're working every single day. Check the Twitter. Their Twitter is active. Their Facebook is active. Every Saturday they post a screenshot. They post a GIF of some gameplay. They post a few gameplay videos. It's coming along very nicely. I talk about all this. I'm really excited about this, you guys, is because I'm going to say I've produced soundtracks for quite a few games. I've been very lucky and very humbled to be asked to do work for games. And the fact that I jumped in on this project and I sold myself and I said, I need to be in on this game. I believe in this game. I love this game. You don't know. Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you my background. Let me tell you my history with racing, my history with music, why I'm a perfect fit for this. And when I sold myself and got involved with this game, it has become the most ambitious and most exciting and most incredible game I've ever been a part of. Currently, I have 8 songs that are in the game right now already, first versions of them. I am right now currently working on remixing the music for these levels, and I believe I'm doing 4 more songs. So it's currently still happening, and they haven't announced a release date yet. It's coming. It's coming. It will come out. There's absolutely no reason why this game will not come out. They found a publisher. They have a great publisher who has done Bomber Crew and a bunch of other games. So, which Bomber Crew is blowing up. It's doing very, very well. That's good news for us. And yeah, I mean, just stay tuned to social media for them. It's called Racing Apex, and it's coming. So no, it's not dead. When people mention that, I'm like, I want to clear the air and say like, no, it's not dead. It's definitely coming. They're going to have an open beta as well for people to try it. So that is down the road. So really excited for that. Let me just check up on my chat here, make sure I'm catching up here. They haven't announced the console platforms yet. There's going to be quite a few, but they can't officially announce it yet because there are some legalities of actually getting it onto the platforms. So all we can say right now is that those console formats are coming soon. And just to clear the air on that, they know what console ports everyone wants it on. So they're working to get them going as possible, as many as possible. So I can't comment on which console platform. It's with the publisher. They will finally announce that at some point once they get all of the legalities in order. Okay? Yeah, check out their Twitter, right? It's very active. People are super happy to hear it. And yeah, like I am so excited to be doing the music on this game. Super awesome. So that's coming. Okay, and back to your first question there. Talk about some of your first ever recording setups back in the day. I love hearing about that sort of thing. I can. Yeah, I can. Back in the day, I mean, we could probably do a whole episode on this, so I'll try to keep it brief. I started out using, obviously it was very basic, but back in the day, as far as recording, it started out with one microphone and a CD. Well, I mean, okay, I guess I have to go even further back than that. We would record on cassettes, and I had a Tascam 4-track recorder. A lot of people in that time, had that Tascam 4-track, and it was able to basically dub 4 tracks on a cassette, which was really cool. And I would use that. And we would use Shure SM58s usually. We'd plug directly into that. There would be no effects, no reverb, nothing. It was just a dry microphone going right into there. And that's kind of where it started a long time ago. It evolved into me using, my father had a Sennheiser MD421, which is a legendary microphone, a Telefunken legendary microphone. In fact, he still has it today. He let me have it for I had it in here for maybe about 10 years, and I was using it on and off. He is now getting back into doing some radio broadcasting type stuff, like making mixtapes and things. So I gave it back to him recently. So he has that. But it's a great mic, and we would set it up in the room. And it's such a nice, warm microphone. And it would capture the whole room. And we would just have one mic for the whole room. And it's not ideal. That's not how you would do it. But we would record our bands, our performances, and then we would record that directly onto CDRs. I had a Pioneer CDR recorder, which would record in real time, and we just put in this blank CDR, boom, and let it go. And we would do that. We make CDs that way. So that's a very, very brief explanation. You know, you ask the right questions. You know, I can talk forever about all this sort of thing, but I definitely won't right now. But we can definitely talk about it sometime if you really wanted to, like one-on-one. I'd be happy to talk with you. Okay. Let's see. 58. Yeah, beta for the win. Yeah, awesome, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great mic. Honestly, it's legendary. It's a great sound, and yeah, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. Yeah, Weldon, Big Nell's getting back. He's with his brother. They are setting up a studio up in the attic of the house they grew up in. And they're setting up their turntables and their cassette and CD players. They're getting their mixers and microphones, and they're going to be starting to make like some mixtapes and things. It's really cool. So I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, he used to make commercials. That's where I get all my quirky, like off the wall, random ass commercial, like weird shit that people are like, what's going on? I get all that random comedy like influence from him. So like he had like one of his commercials. I wish I had them, and I'll get them at some point. One of my favorite ones from him was so funny. It's like this like jazz music playing, and he's just sitting there coughing. He's just hacking his head off. He's just coughing for like a minute straight. And at the end, he's like, "Kids, don't smoke." Like it's the most random shit you've ever heard. Like, and when I say it, it doesn't sound funny, but when you hear it, it's hilarious. Like, what goes on in his mind, right? Like for him to think like that, it's so awesome, so funny. He has so many commercials that they made back in the 70s and the 80s. And even through the 90s, he had us as little kids do commercials. He would like write a script, and me and my two brothers, we would go up there and he'd be like, "Hey, read this, and do the script." And he would put it together, and man, just genius stuff. So good. But yeah, talking about audio gets his juices flowing. I know it does. Okay. So thank you, Kayosho. Appreciate that. And Comeback Kid. What is a food that is always in your fridge? Mine is Frank's Red Hot sauce. Yeah. What is always in our fridge? I'm going to say ketchup. Ketchup is always in there. What else is always in there? Oh, I know what's always in there. Come on, folks. You know what's in there. It's that Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, Steph, I see it. You just put it in there. Hell yeah. That sweet, sweet baby. Yeah, it's always in there. Always in there. The sweet and spicy. I love the original. We have honey barbecue in there right now. And what's the other one? We just tried their secret sauce. Yeah. Oh, we don't know what some people don't know what Sweet Baby Ray is, man. You guys need to come down here to the Heine house, and we will make you a danky barbecue. Sweet Baby Ray's is barbecue sauce. Absolute barbecue sauce. So good. So good. Super tasty. Probably some of the best barbecue sauce I've ever had. It's really, really good. Yeah, go read about it. Type that into Google. Google. Sawa may have some jerky coming our way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's loves right there. It's loves. Dude, hop a plane. We are ready, dude. I got so much Sweet Baby Ray's. We're ready to go, dude. We'll hook it up. Yeah, it's so good. Very good. So yeah. Yeah, but Frank's Red Hot, yeah, man. I mean, like hot sauces and all that sort of thing. Like we're condiment people, man. Like you got to have your condiments in there. I mean, having your sauce and it's like chips and nacho cheese, right? Like your chips and dip, or like salsa or something. Like, oh man, love that. So good, so good. All right. Hey, so thanks you guys for Kayosho and Comeback Kid. Thanks for getting in their Discord and asking a few questions. Folks, if you want to partake in that, you can put a question in there at any time, and every Wednesday night I will hop in here just like we're doing right now, and I'll answer them. So it's pretty fantastic. And I appreciate all you guys being here. I didn't expect a lot of people to be here, honestly, but we've had a pretty good turnout of peeps. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. And yeah, this has been rad. Happy Independence Day to everyone. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to be doing some drumming this weekend. And tomorrow we'll probably be doing some gaming. So tune in tomorrow for some gaming and then drumming on the weekends. Like I said, my cousin Justin is coming into town next week. So I'll probably take some of the days off. We may do like a Hangin with Heine, or we may do, if I can set it up, we may do some Game Boy Advance streaming. It's going to take quite a bit to set it up right, but maybe we'll do that. So anyway, I think with that, I appreciate all of the subs and the follows, you guys. We have the new bit goal up there, top left. So definitely get in on that if you want to help me play Skyrim, get through that shit. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. I might need your help because I'll get attacked by the abominable snowman. It might not be very good. So right on. Yeah, right on, Phantom King. Thank you. There's Weldon. He's just popping in a few questions here in the Discord on the way out. You got it. He asked, are you planning on picking up any games coming out in the next few months? Honestly, all of the games that I've wanted to get this year have already come out. You know, there was Gravel, there was Horizon Chase, all racing games, of course, and then Crew. It was like, remember, I called this like the year of arcade racers. This is like the year I called it. And those all came out, and I got those, and I'm happy with them all. So is there anything? I don't know. I'd have to really take a look at the release radar, see what's coming up, and kind of go from there. But, you know, as you know, Crew is really doing it for me, man. I'm really liking it. Really like that. And it also says here, along with that, any chance of a release night stream for Dying Light 2 when it comes out? Without a doubt. Without a doubt, we will 100% do a Dying Light 2 release night stream. I would love to. Would love to. You know how much we love Dying Light. So, yeah, when the second one comes out, we're going to be all over that one. Very excited to play it. Should be super fun. That is such a great co-op game. I swear, that's like one of the best co-op zombie experiences you can have. And I say that, well, you know, knowing well that Dying Light has definitely gone under the radar a bit, but there's also Left 4 Dead, which is kind of the originator of that. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hey, Timothy, thanks for the bits there. Appreciate that. And I just heard the sound come through. It reminds me I got to change the sound on all those. They're all default, so good to hear that. But yeah, I appreciate that. I see a few more. You guys sneaking in here. I like it. Rick in Discord, he's asking, have you ever owned a sit-down racer chair for your racing steering wheel? That is a fantastic question. Something that, it's funny, you know, I've owned arcade racing games in the past, but I've never actually owned. I've owned racing seats for real cars in the past. I've sold racing seats for real cars. I've installed racing seats for real cars, but I've never actually owned a racing seat for the PC setup. Something I've always wanted. Always wanted it. Never been able to do it. You know, they're expensive, like the play seats, which is what I've been looking at. The play seats are like $400, $500. So like that's a big one. That's a big one. But no, I haven't, and always been wanting to get one of those. I have enough steering wheels. In fact, we just found another Momo Racing steering wheel for like $10 or $5 or something at Goodwill a couple weeks ago. Just awesome. Awesome stuff. Super nice. So, nope, but I need to get one. I need to get one. Do any of you have one? That would be amazing. If you do, take some pictures and pop them in Discord. Let's see them. Let's see them chairs. You know, it's an expensive investment because the chair is like $400, and then if you want the Logitech or Thrustmaster or whatever wheel, you know, that's like $200, $300, $400. Like, holy shit! Start looking at this thing, you're like, damn, I'm about ready to drop $800 on like this setup. It's just, for me, it's just kind of impossible to do. But I would really love that because, man, we're getting ready for that 3-hour Baja, the Baja Edge of Control on PC. Man, you guys, you got to pick that game up. There's a 3-hour Baja in real time. I know I've talked about this in the past before, but dude, this shit is so awesome. I'm looking forward to playing it. So if you do get it, let me know. We'll get in there together, do some racing. Sound like a plan? All right, how we doing? PS1 Freak says he'll get Crew 2 when he gets a new graphics card. Cool. You know, just hit us up if you do. Yeah, well then, the Crew 2 is amazingly fun. It sure is. Love it. I think that's about it. We did pretty good. Make sure to follow us on social media. You know the drill. And thanks for all the new follows, subs, and cheers, you guys. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow night doing some gaming. I don't know what game, but stay tuned. We'll get it going. All right? Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Really appreciate it. I know it's the 4th, so I know you may have some other stuff going on, but I appreciate you spending your time with me and all of us. All right, you guys. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. Bye now.